Good day, guys. Being here. Today we're going to go through some of these questions. Okay, so first one, can we turn off the auto snap behavior for line-based family? Okay, so first I'll quickly explain this. So I'll just create a line-based family. So this is a line-based family. So I'll just do a sweep. Just use pick path and then edit a profile. Or just draw a circle for the profile. Okay, finish. So now we have a line-based family. So okay, and then let's create a new project, and we need to load this family into the project. Okay, so go back to the family. Let's load this into the project. So okay, so this is it, a line-based family. So basically, just draw, click twice. So start and end. So this is in this scenario, it's a sweep. Okay, so it's just like a line. So usually we do detail lines or DL detail lines. So right, so you can trim them. So when you move this line, so the other line will follow. So very similar. If we trim these two family, so you can they also will. So when you move one, when you drag one, or when you move, of course, without the disjoin, so the other one will also move with it. So okay, so now you know the answer. So how can we just break them? So you can move with move and tick this box, and then it will break them. Okay, so and of course when you drag this point back, so they are together again. So, and also another method is just drag this point so away from the other one. Okay, so you can just drag it back, drag it away. So and also let's just do a couple wall. So we know that when we do walls, this is the same, very similar, but with walls, you can always right click on this endpoint and then use this allow join. So this will allow you to just separate them. Okay. So yeah, this is quite useful sometimes. So because we know that when we draw like place walls, and when they become very close to each other, and then sometimes they just snap onto the other one. So, and sometimes we don't want to, right? So we want to have a little more control. So right click, this allow join. Okay, so this is it, the first one. Second one is, can you explain how to make graphic override? So these are very nice 3D views. I don't think we can, so there's a texture, there's not only colors, so you can see that there are texture. So I think what we should do is we create these we model these buildings, everything, most of the structure. I don't think trees we have these trees in Revit. I don't think so. So basically the buildings, maybe furnitures, everything, all the structures, and then export and create a view. So maybe do, so for example, this one's a 3D section view. So it just cut the section, created this view. This is isometric view, so this is a 3D view. So you can create these, export these views with just line work. So you can add some shadows, like ambient shadows, or you can have some patterns, for example, or some vertical timber pattern, maybe that's can't really tell. Maybe it's just masonry patterns, and then you can then use add color people or these plants in other software like Illustrator or Photoshop. So I think that's the way. Okay, so and also here, so we have another question here. So how do we create this sort of soft, beautiful graphic setting in Revit? So basically, very simple, just some ambient shadow, and also so you can see this shadow as well. Just play with the settings. So I think, so I'll just quickly. So while we are here, so maybe I'll just quickly, because some might I think this is quite popular in school. So section 3D section view. So it's quite interesting. So I just quickly go through the, how we can create these views. Okay, so now I'll just quickly go to the elevation. So maybe I'll just crop the view. So maybe I'll hide this crop region as well. Copy some more levels so we can create a multi-story building. Go to ground floor. So let's just place some wall. Okay, so use here wall. Maybe ground floor is something. Maybe this is exterior wall. I'll use this one. Okay, so some a courtyard in the middle. So that's it. Let's go to 3D view. Yeah, so are they double brick? Yeah, double brick. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to select all these, Control C. Oh, hang on. Before that, I'll just place a floor as well. I'll use pick wall, tab select. That's it. Finish. So go to 3D view. We have floor. We have wall. Select all of them. Control C, and go to modify, right? So drop down menu, align to select a level, pick the first level 1, which is here, and the last one. So press shift and pick the last one. So okay, so we have a multi-story building here, and then so to create this 3D section view, actually I haven't done this for a long time, so I'm not quite sure. So I think we can just go to 3D view, because we have the option to directly change that. So this is isometric, not isometric. This orthographic. Okay, so change this one to perspective. But before that, let's just tick the section box, okay, and then we can just cut this back, and then we can just roughly you can manually do this, or you can just go click on this, right, and then can just tick change that where is it to perspective. Okay, so then that's it. So now this usually section box, it won't when you export or print, it won't show on your drawing, on your PDF or yeah. So you can see it. You can change, just pan the view, so you can change the eye level, right? And also you can, yeah, so that's it. And you can if you press shift to pan, you can rotate, and also you can adjust the eye level and target level by just go here. So here, so see eye level. So if I wanted to, for example, I wanted to standing on the ground, so which is 0. So usually 1.6 meter. So it's that eye level. And then usually we want this to be vertical. So you just need to target level to be 1.6 as well. So this will make it vertical. Okay, so so when you pan it, it will change this as well. So let's just Control Z, go back. Oh, Control Y, yeah, change this one to 1600. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so apparently I don't want to pan it, but how can we maybe just do this? Yeah. Okay, so all good. Or you can just if you're happy with the view, right, so you can just lock it, save orientation, the locked view. So and then I'll just 3D, maybe 3D 1, okay, and then you won't be able to pan it. So yeah, that's it. So it's locked. Or you can see these become gray, right? Okay, so now this is a 3D-dimensional section view, something like this, similar to this. And then how can we? So we can just go type GD, or you can just go to here. So if you go here, graphic display option. So very simple, just cast shadow and a shadow, ambient shadow. So apply, and then apparently it's quite dark. You can always change this. Just play with all these settings. So reduce the shadow, so make this less lighter, and change all these. So yeah, so these settings, just play with these. And also you can change the light, the shadow angle. So currently it's top right, so light is coming from top right. Okay, so you can also change this to other settings. So you can create a new. So for example, you can duplicate, create a new one. I'll call it new, and then you can play with all these different angles, right? Okay, so click OK. And also, I think if you want to keep the colors, that's fine. So use shade. If you don't want to, you can always change to hidden line. So become black and white, and then you can just do the color in like Photoshop or other software. So yeah, so you can see that some. So I'll show you the difference. If you uncheck that ambient shadow, it become very flat. If you have this ambient shadow, so you can see that's further, so inside it become darker, right? So let's have a look. If I change the shade, uncheck this, so this is hiding all the lines. Okay, so change this back, smooth, uncheck smooth. Yeah, so you can see a little bit difference. And background, okay, yeah, apparently it's quite limited, so you can probably add some quite nice texture, but I think it's probably easier to just do it in Photoshop. Okay, so this is a section 3D view. So of course, if you so you can hide it, so it doesn't really change anything. So even you can see the section box here, so it won't print. And if you go here, uncheck the section box, it becomes a 3D view, so it's not cutting anything. So let's Control Z. So basically this one and this one difference. The difference is the section box. So this one's cutting, this one's not. So this is for this view. So let's just uncheck this section box and then change the so first, because we locked this view, so we need to unlock this view. So now we can change this one to a orthographic, and then we can click on this. So that's our isometric view. Okay, so this is this one. And then of course all these trees, I don't think we can we have these trees in Revit. So even we have those trees, they are what are they called? RPC, I think. So let's just load the family. So here not here, go to master side, that's side component. Yeah, so these trays, they're just very simple trays, X shape. So I quite like this one, simple. Yeah, tell the story. Okay, so that's that. Quickly go through these as well because very similar questions. So can we create these sort of soft, beautiful graphic setting? So yeah, so ambient shadow. So you can see this one. So for example, this looks like some there's some transparency in it. So it can be material or just a graphic override. So yeah, you can override graphic override, give it a transparency, or you can just go to material. So for example, if I go to the material and change the transparency of this material, so go to I'm going to use shade graphic. So let's just do it in graphics. So give it a little bit transparency, apply. Okay, and okay. So it's not showing. It's probably, hang on, let's have a look again. So that's only one layer. So it needs to be maybe we can just change this one to a generic wall. So and then change the transparency for this material. So because there's only one material in this wall type. So yeah, so now you can see it's a transparency in it. Okay, so same. Basically, you can right click override, give it transparency, or change the transparency of the material. And then so you can see the shadow here and also ambient shadow. So something like this. So let me just change this. Hang on, let me just so I'll type GD. So if we turn off the ambient shadow, you will see this become very flat. So you can see there's no difference. So yeah, it's just one color. If you turn on the ambient shadow, so it starts to the shadow angle is not good. Maybe I'll change this back to top right. Okay, yeah, that's better. And also when it looks like it's a little bit too bright, maybe and also just be careful because if you give it any transparency, so even just 1%, it will. So for example, even it's only 1% transparency, you won't have any shadow. So let me just MA. So you can see it. So you won't have any shadow. So it must be 0% transparency to get this shadow. So let me just change this wall back. So Control Z maybe, yeah. And go GD again. So let's turn off. So yeah, so that's the difference. So you can see here. So and also here, so you can see it's a little bit further when it's the graphics not quite right. So yeah, sometimes you need to it's better to just export PDF because you can see it's slightly different when you zoom in or zoom out. I think so you can see it's become darker. Yeah, it's probably because my graphic card is not very good. Oh, here, so you can see, yes, not working. You can see it's become, so see that ambient shadow color, gray, here. So if I type GD, turn off, so now there's no, that's it. So have a try, just export, I think export PDF. Let me just try it. Maybe not. Quickly do it. Export PDF. Current window. That's fine. So I'll just do it. Export. see if there's any difference between the view on my screen and the PDF. So while it's still calculating, so let's have a look again. So yeah, basically this is it, just ambient shadow and shadow. This one's same, so this is a section, but so you can also use ambient shadow and shadow in section view. So this one's the same, so it looks like there's a parts, sorry, yeah, but same, you can see the shadow here. Okay, so now the view's there, so I'll just go find it. Okay, so document here. It's very can't really see that it's a little bit here. Yeah, can't really see in it. Maybe it's yeah, my graphic card's not good. Anyway, so let's have a try. Oh, did I just export without the? Can't remember. Oh, good. Maybe I'll delete some more and see if there's, maybe rotate this. Oh, that's better. So you can see these are the ambient shadow, so very dark inside, right? And when we turn them off, so yeah, become just one gray color. Okay. Let's do a section as well. So go to, so there's already one, so maybe I'll just cut this a little bit here, a bit more. Oh, so sorry, not there. So this is important, not this. Okay, maybe depth. Then go to the view. So yeah, currently it's flat, very flat. We don't even know which which part is further. So maybe it's a good idea to add depths in this as well. So let's type GD. So okay, so first let's have a look. So turn on the cast shadow and cast ambient shadow. Maybe cast shadow first. Okay, so this is cast shadow. So we can roughly tell, not really. So because all the colors are the same, so all these gray shadow is one gray. So when we turn on the show ambient shadow, so you can roughly guess which part is further. So usually darker, so the darker the further, right? So I think actually this is quite interesting. So ambient shadow, so the darker becomes darker, but the further darker. But if we use depths, so this is another option. So quite useful is to show depths. So when we use show depths, the further the lighter. Okay, so let me turn off the ambient shadow. Yeah, so now you can see it's not really. Maybe we can just turn off, because when we use depths, it's anyway. So yeah, have a play. So this is another option. So to create the depths, and so this is definitely ambient shadow. So yeah, just have a play. You can have both. Okay, so yep, so it's the same. If you think it's too dark, you can always play with all these ambient light and the sun. Right, so you can, yeah, all these settings. And I think that's it. Okay, so yep, so let's recap. We talked about line-based family. How can we just break them? So we can use the when you do MV, when you move, so there's always this option, disjoin. Okay, so most of the time we want this one unticked. Most of the time, I think, because it will. If you always tick this box, when you might have some issue when you create, it will break your model sometimes. And also we talked about some how can we not in Revit. It's more about you can export and then just do it in other software. And also we talked about ambient shadow, some graphic GD settings to make your view a little bit nicer and soft. And also another, just almost forget. You can always see here, so you can always use that smooth line. So sometimes also, if you want to just do a screenshot or export some image, so it can make some difference. Let me just TL, so it's can't really see the thin line, so maybe we need to change the scale a little bit. Yeah, so for example here, so if you wanted to do let me just hide these levels. If you need to do a screenshot of this, so right, so you will see these lines are not very nice. You can just turn on, just go GD and turn on a smooth line, so it will make it nicer. Okay, so you can see the difference. And this is it. Okay, so if you have any questions, sorry about this again. So just when you post, just post. So on this first page, just here. So I try to, because previously I just ask people to just post at the end, but I think it's probably easier to just post, and then I'll just do it from the end, start backwards. Okay, so that's it. If you have any question, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.